Hey guys, this is Persephone. This is another video for the Hermit Tarot channel. I'm doing a monthly reading for August for Leo. I've been away doing these monthly zodiac signs readings because a lot of you have requested readings for what's happening with a lot of the influencers that's happening on YouTube, like Jeffree Star, Shane Dawson. I recently did a James Charles video with his TikTok drama with Ethan Andrew, and I believe I did other videos like Tana Mojo and Tati Westbrook. I will go ahead and leave a link underneath just so if you guys are interested in that kind of celebrity influencer gossip, you guys can always click. So this reading is going to be for the month of August for Leo. Now, what I usually do for Leo is I look at three cards. I pull three cards, past, present, and future. And then we also go ahead and see if there's something I need to clarify with. And then we end with a love reading, which is usually either for singles and for people that are in long commitment and marriage or anything in between. Remember, you can always go ahead and email me. I'll put my information on the top where you can go ahead and request a personal reading from me. And then if you're interested in specific influencers, again, you can always leave me a comment and I'll be more than happy to assist you guys. So this is going to be for the month of August for Leos. Happy birthday, Leos. This is going to be for the month of August 2020. Zodiac, horoscope reading, tarot reading for Leo. King of Wands. You got yourself, Leo. You got the King of Wands, Ten of Cups, Queen of Cups. Okay, so Leo, you're looking really good right now. I'm just going to try to zoom in so that you guys can definitely see that. Okay. I feel like that color might be a little too, but okay. So Leo, right now you have yourself. So that means that you're looking really good. You're actually who doesn't like their birth month? But again, you are looking to celebrate. You're looking really good, physically healthy, mentally, spiritually connected. Right now, I do see the Ten of Cups, which usually emphasizes in family, and Queen of Cups is usually motherly. So I don't know if some of you are looking to get pregnant, if some of you are expecting, or some of you are actually expanding your family. I do also see that maybe you guys might be expanding. Some of you are getting married, and then there might be some marriage proposals as well. And then also the Queen of Cups likes to emphasize on natural talents. So some of you who are actually listening to this reading might be readers yourself, might be having hidden talents like you're psychically inclined. A lot of you might be clairvoyant. Another thing could be that you might have a lot of dreams that usually come into fruition. And a lot of you are really good with manifesting your future. So you're looking really good. I do see that maybe in the past things were a little delayed, not necessarily unsuccessful, but things were a little delayed with you guys, only because a lot of things have been delayed with a lot of us. A lot of us are still practicing social distancing, depending on what state and country you're in. A lot of the things have not opened fully. I know around my area they usually have like restaurants and I believe like some sort of entertainment centers that are opening, but such as like museums and so forth, those things are not open. And I believe like gyms are not opening anytime soon either. So, but I see that you look really good. Let me get some clarification here, even though I don't feel that you need any clarification. Yeah, look, you got the Six of Cups again, the Moon, and the Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups is usually a new pregnancy. It usually means a new opportunity for emotional stability. And then the Six of Cups is definitely children, definitely family, definitely an expansion, definitely stability, right? The moon is usually a lot of secrets, a lot of things that were necessarily hidden. It's not always negative, and it doesn't always mean that someone's keeping something from you. But again, if a lot of you guys are expecting, or maybe you guys are hiding the fact that you might be expecting, or maybe wanting to hide the fact that you're thinking about maybe expanding your family, that's definitely something that's going to come out. Another thing that I do see again is that some of you might be having the opportunity to finally commit yourself into something emotional. So again, a lot of you probably are going through spiritual awakenings. Like I said, a lot of you probably have some sort of psychic abilities. It doesn't necessarily mean that you guys are reading cards. It could be like some of you are really good at manifesting. A lot of you could probably be dreaming of things and then it comes true, like deja vu. And then a lot of you could just be plain old witches, and it's really, really successful for you guys. And I'm talking to men and women, because it seems like a lot of, like, the men are looking really good. You guys are looking really handsome, just really strong, really vital, really fertile. And then again, I have the Six of Cups here that talks about family, and then I also have the Ace of Cups. Now, let's take it like another route, which might be a small group of you. It could also be that family secrets are coming out. It could also be that somebody's coming out with an apology, and it's going to be a family member. Again, the theme with Leo right now is emotional stability and family. So it seems like if you are in the middle of feuding with someone, or maybe you just are in the middle of disagreeing with someone, it could be that now there's an apology that's going to be made. I don't necessarily see that it's you apologizing. I see that it will be you receiving the apology, receiving like the extended olive branch. I don't see that it's anything as far as like negative. Now, because I'm talking about an apology, the Tower came out. Now, it could also be that, again, it's something that's going to be quick. It's going to be something to have the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune came out first, and then it came out straight up. This is something that was meant to happen. This is a cycle, and this is going to turn into your favor. It's not anything, again, like I said, Leo, it really feels like you're doing really well. For the month of August, again, this is going to be a month where you're celebrating with family, you're really uniting, you're really connecting with family, and you're really expanding with family. So for those who are not necessarily receiving or giving any marriage proposal, I do see that you guys could be expanding some sort of circle, you know what I mean, like an inner circle thing. And then if you are beefing with somebody, especially a family member, I see that that's actually going to pass, and you guys are going to be apologizing to each other. It looks pretty good for you, Leo. I like to shuffle on camera, because I don't like when I see readers don't shuffle on camera, because I'm like, then you picked those cards ahead of time. Look, the King of Pentacles, the Four of Wands, the Four of Money, the Four of Pentacles. So I really do see that there's going to be like a stability, something really grounded happening with some of you guys. A lot of you guys who are watching this, is going to be a really good month for you. The month of August is going to be bringing a lot of prosperity, a lot of celebration, a lot of union. I also see that maybe you might finally make that move where you're finally signing contracts, right? So that could be that either you were given an opportunity and a contract is being presented to you. Let me just zoom out for a little bit. A contract is being presented to you, and you're finally making the decision, okay, I'm going to really plant my feet on the ground. I'm signing this, and this is going to be the contract. I also see that you're holding on to things, like you're really trying to make a lot of calculated decisions. You're not choosing just to be risky just for the hell of it. You're really thinking, okay, what is actually going to bring me prosperity, and what is actually going to bring me success in the long run? Not necessarily. So the reason I see Four of Wands, Four of Pentacles, and King of Pentacles, I see that this could be happening anywhere from 4 hours, 4 days, 4 months, 4 weeks. I do see that it's probably going to be in 4 weeks because, again, we're talking about the month of August. So probably by the end of August, you will have all your ducks in a row. So if something is a little delayed or you're kind of going back and forth with negotiation processes, don't be discouraged, because I definitely see, again, that you are going to sign on the dotted line. And that person that you're looking to expand union with, that person is also going to sign on the dotted line. I don't see that there's going to be any sort of deceitfulness, or there's going to be any sort of I don't see anybody cheating. I don't see anybody just being deceitful in the sense of what they're trying to gain. I see that this is going to be a mutual beneficial kind of transaction that's happening. So I really congratulate you, Leo. Let's move on to the love portion. So this is going to be a love reading for my single Leos. Let me just get this really quick. The Two of Wands. I'm not going to take it, but I just want to show you what popped up. Okay, Leo. Let me see if I can zoom out. Okay. So these cards are not read in reverse. These cards are actually read straight up because they're love and sexual based, romance based tarot. Let me just zoom in because I want you guys to see these beautiful cards. Okay. Okay. So the first thing that I have here is the Four of Wands. So as we know, the Wands usually talks about creativity, but when it talks about romance, the Four of Wands talks about playing. So this is going to be the sexual intent that's born with the actual enjoyment, as harmony is born in happiness. So what this means is that, Leo, I do think that a lot of you have been feeling a little antsy, feeling a little anxious, feeling like you guys are finally ready to take the plunge into the dating world. I do see a lot of you probably entertaining online dating here. And also the Four of Wands can mean that you actually have a specific person in mind that you've been thinking about, and you just are kind of iffy about giving them that chance. You're kind of iffy about, should I take the plunge with this person? But if that's somebody that you've been thinking about for a long time, then I mean, it makes sense for you to take the plunge. I don't see Leos ever being someone who are frightened of change. You guys are usually one of the most confident zodiac signs. So I definitely see single Leos. Like if there's someone specific that you've been interested in, regardless if we're talking about male, female, any sexual orientation, you take the first step, because I do see that this is going to be successful. The Sun is usually talks about fascination. It talks about happy images suggested between each other. So in order for you to actually gain some perspective and actually be successful in this union that you're looking to do, again, I have to reinforce the fact that you will have to be the one to make the first move. And I know that probably a lot of you are not used to that, because Leos are usually very attractive and people usually flock to you, but you have to understand that Leos sometimes can be very intimidating visually, and that's why maybe people that are looking at you might think, I don't even know if this person would even pay attention to me. I don't even know if I'm good enough for this person. And of course we want someone that's going to be confident enough to approach us, but again, it never hurts to kind of extend your hand and say, hey, what's up, how you doing, I've noticed you, you know what I mean, and then let them take it from there. The Four of Pentacles, if you look at the Four of Pentacles, you see that the girl is actually sleeping and the guy is kind of touching her. Now, the Four of Pentacles usually talks about pleasure. It talks about something that's consistent, not necessarily overindulgence or something, because Leos like to basically be very extravagant. I've talked about that a lot on this channel, that if you want to mess with a Leo, like, you have to be ready to, like, you better be ready for that show and tell. You know what I mean? Because Leos love the show. They love when people pay attention to them. They love when people are very extravagant and very they just do the most. But when you're messing with a Leo, you have to understand that you have to let Leos do the most. You have to worry about being consistent, right? But in this particular situation for my single Leos, Leo, not only do you not do the most here, but you have to be someone who is consistent, right? Because the person who you have in mind specifically is someone who really values consistency. I don't know if a lot of you Leos are either messing with a earth sign, which is a Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. I see the sun here as well, and Wands could be another fire sign, which is an Aries, Aries, Leo, and Sag. But I'm getting the feeling that it's more of an earth sign or someone that has earth in their chart, because earth signs are usually more attracted to consistency. They hate the show and tell. They hate things that are like extra and the most. And, you know, they don't want a love that's for show and tell. They want something that's real and that it's consistent and grounded and spiritual. So I have a feeling that you are kind of attracting someone who's the opposite of you, and you're kind of like worried that you guys are not going to find any middle ground. But again, Leo, I do have to insist that if this is someone you really want, you're really attracted to, that's someone that you've been thinking about, definitely do not feel scared to take the plunge, because I see that they're going to be very receptive. Maybe not at first, but not because they don't like you. It's because they're worried about how serious you are about them. Let me do another love reading, and these are for people who are already dating and marriages or long-term commitments or anything in between. These are for my married Leos, my dating Leos, my Leos that are already committed to someone. Okay. So what I have here is the Eight of Pentacles, the Moon, and the Three of Cups. Now, how interesting that I got my middle card is the Moon. Usually a lot of people tend to tie in the Moon with secrets, but that's not necessarily here. The Moon talks about the spell of love. It's like slow. It's something that the love that you have with this person is very slow, very consistent, but for some reason, there's a lot of illusions. There's a lot of deception. There's a lot of things that are happening that you either are not very sure of, or your partner is actually engaging in things that they're not necessarily supposed to. Now, the Eight of Pentacles talks about Pentacles are usually an earth sign. An earth sign, again, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. So the Eight of Pentacles here talks about indifference, right? It seems like the interaction that you're having with your partner, it's just like you guys are not really on the same page. It's not necessarily that you guys are fighting, but it seems like you just kind of feel indifferent. And a lot of couples are feeling like that, especially being cooped up at home. Maybe you guys were now seeing some flaws or some issues that you weren't really aware of before. And now you're questioning, is this even somebody that I want? Is this even the relationship that I want? Like, I'm really not feeling this person. And now you also have the Three of Cups. The Three of Cups talks about passion. It really focuses on, I'm getting like the image of an egg, and it's usually like an improvement, success, like success in love, a relief from heartbreak. So my Leos that are like dating or are in a relationship with someone, it feels like you guys have not been on the same page for a while. It's not necessarily that anyone's cheating or anyone's lying, anyone's stepping out. I don't even see abuse happening here, but I do see that there's like a fantasy or some sort of like, you guys want to get back to where you were originally. You guys want to see that passion that you originally had with each other, but for some reason nobody wants to put and make the first step, right? But what you both have to understand, Leo, you and your partner have to understand that you guys are evolving into something different. You guys are evolving into something that's more than just sexual, or evolving into something that's just lust, right? You guys are evolving into something a little bit more spiritual, a little bit more connected, a little bit more intellectual. And that's what you and your partner have to get on the same page, because just because maybe the sexual aspect is not there constantly like you guys used to be, it doesn't mean that you guys are not stepping forward into something that's beautiful and loving, and probably just as loving, if not more, than where you leave. But again, you have to make sure that you both are constantly communicating that to each other, because it feels like someone feels like they're either left in the dark, they probably feel that you're not attracted to them, or you feel like maybe you want something better out there. But that's not the case, Leo. You guys are still heavily in love with each other. It's just that it seems like you guys just don't know how to communicate anymore with each other, and you guys have lost touch with that. So definitely, Leo, I see that this is going to be a very good month for you. I really hope that you enjoy your tarot reading here. Now, again, if you guys are very interested in having a private reading, go ahead. My month of August has opened up. You guys can go ahead and email me, and I will go ahead and set up a reading for you. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, leave me a comment. Let me know if there's other specific things that you would love for me to talk about during my tarot readings. And I hope you guys have a very safe August.